Alright. Hello. Chainsaw Man chapter 134 just came out, so let's talk about it. Um to preface the stream, I'm actually not at home right now. I'm streaming from a Japanese hotel. Then I have to go down to the lobby because the internet in my room kind of wasn't working. So it's about 12 o'clock in the morning over here, and I need to not be too loud so that the staff doesn't kick me out. And I also need to kind of be aware of the internet because it's not great, which is a shame because I really wanted to do a full discussion for such a big chapter. But let's get into it. Oh, I also just did like a 30-minute stream, but then my mic was cut off. Let me double check that my mic is on actually. Okay, looks good. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can. Not that I can do anything about it, to be honest. But so this chapter, right? It's starts with Denji and Nayuta talking about their goals, and with Denji telling her that he's gonna stop being Chainsaw Man, which is a even despite the tough act he put on last chapter in front of Yoshida, he is scared of losing his family. So there is a dichotomy, a conflict of interest for Denji. And throughout the chapter, he's trying to convince himself of that. But everyone involved kind of knows that he is lying to himself. Because he needs to, like Nayuta knows that he's bullshitting, and Denji himself knows that too. But there's a theme of safety and do what you actually want. There's also this panel of Nyako here, and that's kind of a reminder for us that Denji still hasn't fulfilled his contract of power yet. So it's like in universe, it's been about 2 years since the end of part one, right? So all this time, from what we know, he still hasn't tried to fulfill his contract of power, and that's something else to remember. But anyways, Denji is on this copium for most of the chapter, and then we see him kind of face the TV like he did. This is like a reflection in with him in that room after his battle with Makima the first time, where he found his new motivation to be Chainsaw Man. He found his dream, he found his place in the world and all that. Uh, ba 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 ba. Yeah, I have some of these images loaded up earlier because I was streaming to nobody. I thought I was streaming, but well, I was, but my mic was cut off, so I was talking to literally no one. So this is from the current chapter. Let me pull up the an image from a previous chapter, the last time he was in front of the TV. Do-do-do. But this is kind of the meat of the chapter. And well, I'll get into that later. But um, all right, I got to use the text tool because I don't have my tablet with me. Uh, TVs. Oh man, I'm also like typing with one hand because I'm holding my mic with the other. And dreams. Ba-ba-ba. So it's kind of a thing here. In the first part, Denji kind of found his calling, found his purpose in life for from a TV. And here it's like he has his identity stripped away by what's happening on the TV. So whenever there's like a TV, there's big character developments happening. All right. But anyways, this part I'm kind of mad about because we as we kind of called, we predicted this guy to be. Well, let's just summarize what happened first. So the cult of Chainsaw Man, they called over the fake Chainsaw Man over, and to spread moral values and whatnot. But and we kind of called this pretty much called this in the previous stream. Not that we kind of called it by like the process of elimination, right? Because we know it's not the club president and the other guy, the Kobeni lookalike. He wasn't tall enough, so like by the process of elimination, we kind of came to this guy. But I'm also kind of mad because I was working on a video just now that how do you say it? I kind of like there's a hint that he is the fake Chainsaw Man. There's another one, and I couldn't edit the video well because I'm in Japan. So, but regardless, that video should be coming out in about. I'll try to finish the editing for that within the week. But yeah, he kind of spread some moral messages, but ooh, sorry, got a burp. But aside from just general fakeness, we could kind of include some hints about himself within this dialogue. So, according to him, he gained the power to become Chainsaw Man when he fought the Justice Devil. But as far as we know, he didn't fight the Justice Devil, at least not publicly as Chainsaw Man. So, we can assume that if he's being truthful here, we can assume he has the power to turn into Chainsaw Man when he fought the Justice Devil as when he was introduced, and then someone gave him the power to do that. So right now, I think a likely answer is that the Justice Devil formed a contract with him. Whoops. Also, because we see the Justice Devil kind of influencing people from the school, from Denji's school, to turn into to form contracts with it, right? And oh, I lagged a bit there. And so I think that's probably maybe the most obvious answer. It could also be Fami, and it could also just be her because she's kind of sketchy and she's been planning stuff. So off the top of the head, those are probably the two bigger culprits. Because this kind of stuff might be out of the Justice Devil's pay grade. Alright. And right before Denji interrupted him, there's also he said something about Adam and Eve that seems to be pretty important. But Denji interrupted him, and in his despair, we don't see what kind of info that's coming out from this dialogue. Hmm. Ba ba ba. Hmm. But yeah, anyways, at the end of the chapter, Denji kind of crumbles in despair over the fact that he had his identity stolen. And kind of another piece of, how do you say it? Another confirmation that he's just not ready to give up being Chainsaw Man yet. Hmm. Ba-ba-ba. So, and let's see. So I guess, oops, there's an elevator. So I guess in the future chapters, Denji will probably confront the club. Well, let me think. Mm, but I'm not really gonna get too much into the future of this series yet because I'm. Let me see. My battery's kind of running low, actually. Yeah. So that's going to be it for the stream for today. Ba, 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 ba. It's a short one for such a big chapter, but unfortunately, hotel Wi-Fi is kind of spotty for me. I should have a video coming out within the week. So yeah, there's no chapter next week. So ideally, we should be back on July 11th, I believe. Let me double check that. Oh, I can't. The jump page is actually blocked in Japan, which is weird because it works for just about everyone else in the world. This is frustrating. Someone check for me if there's a chapter coming out next week. But yeah, that's it for me for today. I'll work hard in the video and then get it out before other big developments happen. Alright, see you guys.